Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, two of us together today.
Yeah,
Max missing. Max has gone on holiday.
He has, yeah, he's off for a week or so, something like that.
Yeah, so we have to get another producer in to edit the videos and what have you.
Yeah, so, definitely. We'll get something sorted.
Yeah, absolutely. US women's soccer team get destroyed by teens again.
Right,
Don't know
okay.
anything about this. This is a record TV, which we like.
Yeah.
Albeit an Arsenal fan.
You can't have everything, can you? But
he's
yeah,
from London, so I'll give him that. You know what I mean? Okay.
Fair enough.
So, but I've not seen this. I don't really follow women's football or women's soccer.
No, same here. I've seen bits here and there.
Just don't watch
like
any of it.
But
you know, I prefer to watch. I prefer to watch Premier League football.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's all I really watch.
Well, they're our teams, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's where our teams play. So,
but let's get into this. US women's soccer team get destroyed by teens again.
Right. Okay.
It is, in fact, the $1 Million Soccer Tournament from Cary, North Carolina, and this matchup features the U.S. women against Sayward FC, and this should be fun because you will see some players that we haven't seen in some time, but players whose names you know and you know very well.
I mean, you probably don't know the names, but anyway, this video is of former US women's players, apparently some of the best ever, playing against a team called Sayward FC, a bunch of 18 to 20-year-old lads with barely any experience. So basically, the former top women against low-level young men.
Put away by Kendall Fletcher.
Actually, I think this TST tournament, I don't know what the TST stands for in Cary, North Carolina. I think what it is like a 7-a-side, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see 7 blues
there.
I'm not sure if it's 7-a-side tournament, but I know there's some ex-pros that play in that TST tournament.
Yeah, well, they were saying there's a lot.
I mean like English from England or whatever, or from around the world.
Right.
Men's pros.
Yeah.
So I think some certain teams put teams in there. Someone sends me information on it.
Right, okay.
But again, it's I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
It's an important read from Fletcher. Such an intelligent player to cut that out.
First shot, and that's going to be a stop. A nice save by Lindsay Harris. Alejandra Lopez with that shot. Here's the corner. Again, you could expect some rifles coming in. Another one. And use them pretty loosely. Another attempt, and that's headed by Fletcher. She took a shot right there. The rebound, and there's a goal.
19's a big lad, isn't he?
The game scored by Brendan Lambie.
If you're the rest of the team, I think the rest of the team reacting to her, making sure she's okay before reacting to the ball. And then Brendan Lambie reacts quickest and pokes it home.
Back in the game.
Yeah.
16th minute. Inside, and this is going to be ricocheted into the net for the second goal of the game for Sayward FC.
First few minutes of the game.
And this corner is going to be a header in for the third goal of the game. That
first couple of moments on the field. What was that like for you getting to start this one? And what are you guys taking?
The team doesn't have the opportunity to get back in that target score time, so we're going to look to keep the intensity high, get shots on target, and score a goal like that. There we go. High-level players. And so that's going to give us the confidence to move forward in this tournament. You know, hopefully we can finish this out, get the goals that we need. And
in the box, we're going to have a penalty.
As I said before, there's going to be gaps that open up, and it creates this penalty kick opportunity.
Kat Whitehill is going to take the PK. Whitehill shot, it's saved!
From the U.S. women's in possession, and they've stepped up their press yet again, playing a high line to transition.
And here is the counter again, the step through the shot, another shot, and there it is! Game over, Sayward FC, as Brendan Lambie scores the game winner. These women, they're not just heroes for young girls, they're heroes for everyone.
Bullshit? No, I'm not surprised they got destroyed. I'm just surprised.
Not expecting that then.
Look at little clips you put.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Not seen the video before, and the reason why is because it's the same competition where they got destroyed by extra-tired Wrexham players, 12-0. And that video went so viral that I didn't see these videos.
Flashback. All right.
Again, you got to be careful. There's a shot, and there's a goal. Nice spin move here by Lloyd. Lloyd! Another shot and another goal.
Look for the players running off of him. It's a big ask, but...
Well, there's Trundle able to turn and get another goal. But Trundle able to keep it with the left, and Trundle with his second goal. It's now 5-0.
yeah, so far so good in this game.
So far so good.
Is it Lee Trundle?
You know what?
I think it is. I think he plays in. I think he plays in like the Welsh, Southern Welsh leagues now.
It rings a bell.
He's 48 years old.
Wow.
I think he is, and he's like smashing it up in the Southern leagues. He's still a good player.
Is he? Wow. Yeah, I do remember the name now.
Good. Another goal. Trundle. Burkhoff trying to move around, and that's going to be a nice pass in a. Burkhoff takes that shot with the left
and swinging to make that perfect contact.
And that was.
I mean, it's a fast pace. You know, a lot of these guys have a lot of experience, a lot of goals as well. Like,
here's a turnover. Jarvis, there it is. Game over. 12-0. Wrexham defeats the U.S. women.
12-0 is outrageous, and not only did they get destroyed by this team and the other team, but they also got destroyed by a team called Como, which was made up mostly of lower division players and older players. But apparently they got a goal this time, at least.
Handled easily by Matteo Pimbino. Cutrone now in the open field. He slides it over, and we've got our first goal of the game. The first ever player with her jersey retired by the Washington Spirit, Marcus Beasley's team. As this shot is saved by himself.
Used to play for City.
Yeah, it was exciting. Rings a bell as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can see that fan support back behind their bench as Cutrone now comes inside. Lays it off. And a second goal here. How they started to adjust to this style. 7v7, running subs, no offside. It is unique as Cutrone gets his first goal of the game.
Look, 63 just walks in on his own.
Just set to get underway shortly on
strolling across there.
Group F matchup between
dominated USL for the 3 years before they went to Major League Soccer. As Lindsay runs this one down, tries to cut back. The referee doesn't agree, and now Como are on the attack. Down 4-0, not giving up on any single play. And the first to hit that mark will win the game. The foul for the stretch. Corey looks like it's going to have one more chapter. Is this the first goal for the U.S.? It's just wide off the post. A second bite coming here. The long strike tipped on by Lindsay. O'Reilly brings this one down. All the way back. Opportunity coming here. A chance on the top of the box. It's saved. Touched in, and Lohman has the first goal of the tournament.
You're not celebrating it. No chance.
I know, yeah. Not the 5-1.
Not like that.
Lohman at 40 years old, able to get it done. As now this one will flick up and will go in as an own goal. But that is the beauty of target score. You never know what can happen. Harris here with the ball at her feet,
dear.
And she's pressured, and that'll be it. Como 1907 knew the job they had to do coming in here. And for the
I don't know why they keep trying to do this. They never look like they're enjoying it either. They're getting hammered every single time. And sometimes it happens against kids.
Once, the Arsenal women's team played against the under-15 boys in a training match. The match ended 5-0 for the boys.
The Australian women's football team, which is considered as one of the top 5 women football teams in the world, played against a team of 15-year-old boys and lost 7-0 to the boys.
Keeper, come on.
Yeah.
It's a chant now linked forever to the 2019 U.S. women's soccer team.
It's very frustrating for us on the team, for women everywhere, I'm sure, to be feeling like they aren't getting paid what they should be.
Now, jokes aside, I think one thing that we can all agree on is that teen boys that are playing football deserve to be paid the same or more than most female footballers.
He's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. I mean, it's controversial, but I mean, it's a good point as well, though, isn't it?
We have a conversation about this quite regularly because it's kind of pushed in our face a little bit, especially. I'm a season ticket holder at City, and when I go, which is every week or every 2 weeks, every week if it's away games.
Yeah.
But when I go, it's constantly, "Are you coming to the City, to the women's team?" I'm like, "No, I'll give you free tickets. I don't want to come.
Yeah.
I'll come to enough football as it is. Why not? You support City. I want to support City men's team, first team.
Yeah.
I don't support everything you do about City. I don't come and cheer on the secretary when she comes in the morning, and
you
know what I mean, or the people who work behind the serving the food, or the chefs. I don't come and cheer them on.
Your team's your team, isn't it? You know, you look back at the players in the past, especially over the last 5, 10, 15 years, especially. You know, but you've grown up supporting City, the men's team, don't you? And it's sort of like all the history points towards the team that you're supporting, which is the men's team, and the ladies' team's sort of really got nothing to do with it apart from it's the same name sort of thing.
It's kind
really,
of pushed in your face a little bit, and it's it gets on. I know it gets on a lot of people's nerves. I just ignore it. I'm one of them. If I don't like it, just ignore it.
Yeah.
And, but when people come over asking me constantly, you do this, you do that. But I remember playing against the female once in the men's team, and I was like, you know, it's quite a tough league sort of thing.
Yeah.
Ball got kicked out by the keeper. It was coming down. And I thought, I've got this, and she fucking knocked it straight through my legs. I went right. But anyway, she got carried off about 2 seconds later.
Yeah. I think earning wise, I just think it should be linked to a lot of it is to how much money you generate.
Absolutely.
If you're generating millions and millions and billions and get paid whatever you want, whatever can come out of that pot, which is what happens basically in the men's game, you know, the Premier League, the League, or whatever, you know, what they get paid is all related to what the clubs can sort of like generate from it.
The way I see it is this, right? You definitely use the men's leagues to promote the female sport of it.
Yeah.
Right. And then bring it through, and then if you've got the same names or the same stadiums or whatever you do, that's fine. Because you're gonna get young kids who want to go. You're gonna get parents who are gonna want to take children whichever way you want to go. I mean, I've got one of my best friends. His daughter's playing, and she's only young, but she's in like a senior team. She's signed for Sheffield United, sort of thing. So she's in one of the top teams, and she will make it. She's very, very good.
Yeah.
She plays in the boys' teams on Sunday leagues and stuff like that. But what you've got is, at the moment, they're not generating the same revenue. They're not getting the same sponsorship money. They're not getting the same attendances. They're not getting the same revenue. The TV revenue is the biggest.
Yeah.
They're not getting the TV revenue. The European competitions are not as appealing because the standard's not as good.
Yeah.
So once that standard grows, and it will grow, it probably might take 10, 20 years to grow. Once that standard gets up there, then get it, paying what they're earning, like you said.
I mean, it's been growing over the last 10, 15 years without a doubt, you know, especially internationally.
Yeah.
I think the local game, some games are big, so you get United and City, you might get a few thousand there. Arsenal, Tottenham, you'll get a really good crowd there.
Yeah.
But I think in general, you know, the bigger matches like the international ones, aren't they? But it's sort of good to clubs like United and City have got a women's team because you do get a lot of girls supporting, you know, the men's team football,
absolutely.
and they can see a road into them playing professionally, which is like the girl that you know. Absolutely get that 100%. Absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
I mean, I'm not against it at all. I'm not against women.
No, I'm not against it.
Sports, go for it. Just you've got to understand where your lane is.
Yeah,
you've got to stay in your lane to do what you've got to do and make it a success as whatever you do. You can't say, well, we should be getting paid the same as. Can you imagine if a female soccer player comes forward now and says, I want to get paid the same as what Erling Haaland's getting?
Yeah,
and Erling Haaland's selling, you know, X amount of shirts around the world every year. He's getting 50 to 100,000.
So his contractual cost City, whatever, 15, 20 million a year, whatever it is. I don't know what it is exactly, but you know, more, but it's generated through City, through sponsorship deals. Through games, through the revenue from TV and stuff like that. That's how they can afford to pay him. That, as simple as that.
Correct.
You know,
but and he's banging in, you know, in a highest level of what's it? He's banging in 30 goals a season,
which is why he's getting the revenue.
Which is why he's getting the money
for it.
Correct.
Yeah.
But if you've got a female who wants to come in the men's league and bang 30 goals in a season, she'd get the same money.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You're not going to get the same money banging 30 goals in a women's league a season. I think women's soccer as well, from what I've seen there and seen on another one, is if you've got a really good goalkeeper, you're halfway there.
Oh, big time. Yeah, having a decent goalkeeper is
a lot of it shoot from anywhere. And shoot from anywhere, it goes in.
Yeah, some of the goals going in do look a bit soft, to be fair. But if you've got a good goalkeeper.
So as a coach, that's what I'd do. I'd focus on getting the best goalkeeper and then build a team from the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I would.
Probably might have a successcul female team if that was the case.
Yeah, you need to be manager. Go on. You know what to do.
Single manager me, mate. Played 1-1-1.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.